Huwag magpapahuli, pag-usapan ni bakbakan.
Isang Pinoy knockout machine na walang sinasanto sa ring, muling magbabalik sa aksyon. Ito na si Welion Triggerman Mindoro, ang tinaguriang Canelo Alvarez ng Pilipinas dahil sa kanyang bangis, tibay at napakalakas na kamao na nagmula sa matatapang na angkan sa Zamboanga, Mindanao. Bitbit ni Mindoro ang malinis at nakakatakot na record. 14 na panalo, walang talo, at lahat ng 14 ay tinapos niya sa knockouts. Kaya dahil dito, binansagang siyang Triggerman. At ngayong Hunyo 7, 2025, sasabak na naman sa matinding bakbakan si Mindoro sa Boeing Center at Techport, San Antonio, Texas, USA. Makakatapat niya ang kapwa undefeated prospect na Mexican boxer, si Omar Ulises Gutierrez Munguia. May 8 panalo, 4 na knockouts at wala ring talo. Kung saan nagbanta pa itong patutulugin ang Pinoy. Habang si Mindoro naman ay matagal nang nasa Amerika nag-training, level up ang kondisyon, footwork at disiplina para sa paghahanda na para sa isang world title fight. Para lalo tayong maliwanagan kung gaano kalakas at katibay si Mindoro, panoorin natin ang kanyang pinakamatitinding laban kontra sa world-class Japanese boxer na si Takeshi Inoue, na pinsan at kasama sa training ni Naoya Inoue. Si Takeshi ay may 19 na panalo, 2 talo, 11 knockout at isang WBO Asia Pacific at OPBF champion at isang world title challenger. Sa umpisa ng laban, matinding palitan agad ng mga malalakas na suntok ang dalawang boksinggero.
Been via, so that's a good size for two of them will be. When 2 knockout artists get on top of the ring, you were saying anything can happen.
Anything can happen. As you can see earlier, Mindoro threw an uppercut that landed, and sometimes it can be
Patient if you are a knockout specialist, if you are.
It does, but depends on your style. And I think a good straight. You know the similarities between Mindoro and Umair is pretty
Long battles actually. That's a different boxing form. Of course, that's Olympic boxing. In the meantime,
fighters that's in front of you. You want to take your time, and being impatient can cost the fight. Oh,
Get stumbled.
Yes, like I
You
said.
stumbled.
and that rocked in a way. And look, and usually when the knockout artist sees that opportunity and that it's delivered straight at the chin, which is
Tuloy ang aksyon dito sa ikalawang round, kung saan hindi nagpakita ng kapaguran ang dalawang boxers.
Is just sitting right there in that perfect range for Mindoro to tee off on.
To want to throw the punch.
Mindoro, the Filipinos love the KORT. Oh, but the overhand right hand of Inoue on target, rocking Mindoro a bit. Oh, Inoue coming to life here.
Coming in with overhand and hook, just like that. You know,
for all you know, you could be slammed and hit by that. Round is coming down to its last.
again, I think going back into the corner, they need to advise him and tee off on the body.
And hopefully Mindoro
Walk,
Yeah.
you take lightly.
Because
You know, with this, the overhand from Inoue.
or the visitor, you have to be more aggressive, no question about it. You have to put up a better show.
Shot behind and countering Inoue. But to hit those punches and set up.
Oh,
Here goes that uppercut again.
here we go.
15 seconds left. Can he put him away?
And he's throwing it wildly at that. Suddenly, this alarm clock usually tells boxers, let's go for it. We're continuing with
Round 4, bigay todo pa rin ng dalawang fighters na gustong tapusin sa knockout ang laban.
Doro. Oh, the overhand that landed distance. And this might be Inoue's best round so far.
yes, I agree.
And in his reach.
He's getting sucked into this brawl.
And
Sometimes fighters love that.
Yeah, and again, you heard him in the early rounds, and then now he's coming in and being impatient.
In that jab at first round.
My view right now, seeing him breathing, and his power seems to diminish a little bit.
He's not throwing that jab, and that jab is not being, it's not dangerous to Inoue.
You should try it once.
He's never been 12 rounds.
Right.
There's Mindoro to be anxious and eager inside. Go back to that jab. Right.
If what reaction
For other angles to work with. Oh, there's a slip. There's a slip. Hang on, the referee. So, you've been fighting mostly in the States.
Yes.
You've seen that, huh?
I've slipped.
Or wanting it to even land. And the problem with that is that he leaves that out there. It gives Inoue the opportunity to.
This is
Good uppercut, good overhand.
This is a 50-50 fight for Mindoro now.
Well, I think Inoue is just pressing on now. He's getting that.
Pagsapit ng kalagitnaan ng laban, tuloy ang sagupan. Parang hindi pa rin napapagod ang dalawang fighters.
Yeah, and seeing good body shot by Inoue, and I think this is what happened in the earlier rounds or the previous rounds. Inoue was moving around a lot to see what Mindoro is doing, and now he's pressing this round and just doing what the phone booth fight.
Inoue is very comfortable in that right here. This is his favorite.
Well, like you said, Seb, they love to pour you down in a corner.
Yeah, which might
Nice
not,
left.
which might not be the most prudent thing to do because you're.
Keep that distance. But Inoue is showing that Mindoro doesn't want to trade within that distance right there.
When he's moving around laterally, Mindoro is actually reaching in easily to be countered. Be straight. Oh, an overhand from Inoue.
Inoue keeps leaning in. And honestly, if Mindoro timed it right, he would be able to uppercut.
You were saying? You were saying?
That was the uppercut.
And Mindoro with a good second win recovery here. And Inoue forcing Mindoro to get tied up. And
Inoue's got to press. Their head bumps again, like you mentioned. I think
when the one fighter starts pressing your head down, you can tell that they're desperate. They're tiring out as well. Not throwing it a lot compared to the earlier round. Oh, Inoue with a good 1-2.
Yeah.
His own corner, which is really wet right now.
This guy's tough.
Yes.
Well, both guys are tough. And the thing about powerful combination.
These are the middleweights, you know.
Sa round 8, umatake na itong veteranong si Inoue. Gustong pabagsak ang Pinoy na si Mindoro.
All was in the earlier rounds. All good combination from Mindoro. Now trying to pounce on the opportunity. Inoue clinching again. Sporadic, it's not consistent. He's also tiring out. In the meantime, Inoue is slugging away, embracing, hugging, clinching.
And will that bother Inoue?
Or consequently, is that a target for
Right to get stopped due to a cut.
And the corner will have a lot to do when we hit the end of this round. There's some good cutmen who will mend that quickly.
And some cuts are pretty.
Whoa! Nearly.
And now he's just trying to press overhand again from
He does
Inoue.
not want this fight to go.
Feet.
Mindoro's mouthpiece had come out.
Overhand.
This clinching and all that jazz, but it's part of the fight game as well.
It's definitely part of the fight, and especially you get a guy like Inoue who is pushing forward and try to just close.
No, I have a sense that Inoue could be leading in the scorecards. Huh? If he is just by a slight margin, but he could be leading right now to 1 minute and 7, round number 9.
Overhand by Inoue and pushing.
Sa round 10, dito napahanga ang lahat. Sa tibay, puso at tapang ng batang Pinoy.
Mindoro is actually being timed by Inoue with an overhand.
or even if you're not doubling up on it.
Yes.
Normally, you throw the jab, you double it up to keep the opponent at bay or to set up your other hand. In the meantime, Inoue, a bit of an elbow swinging also at Mindoro there, unintentionally.
But Inoue is stepping back a little bit, and now he presses again and again, another overhand, but because of that jab, which is not affecting Inoue.
He takes a move, has already lost nothing yet, 2 draws in his fight. Or he has
Two losses.
2 losses, I'm sorry, my mistake, my misread.
Overhand again from Inoue because of that jab that
Inoue is a grinder. He's a hard worker.
By throwing
That's
punches.
exactly right. And more than anything else, Mindoro is bothered by the persistence of Inoue, actually.
that overhand just keeps landing
Yes.
by Inoue. And this is his advantage. This is his fight. This is where he wants to be. And again, another overhand. Now,
While I do agree with you with an uppercut could be there, I also believe the other side, he's not throwing. I would love to see it.
you can see that both guys' power are not as dangerous as it was earlier.
But Inoue is not even looking when he was throwing.
At pagdating ng final round, binuhos ng dalawa ang lahat upang ma-impress ang mga hurado. Sabayan, walang atrasan, walang takbuhan.
That now knocking and nailing, time and again. 3 straight attacks, and he's scoring. But look at the counter punching of Inoue.
Inoue loads up on that right.
This is why he's able to press forward because this is why he's pushing the fight right
Yes,
now.
he is.
A good uppercut
yes,
by
sir.
Inoue. But Mindoro coming back with his own a little uppercut as well.
The uppercut has been the golden punch here in this fight. And both have unleashed it.
Both have both uppercuts and overhand right.
Yes, he has survived most likely this fight.
Matapos ang mainit na aksyon, ang isang judge pabor kay Mindoro, ang isa naman ay pabor kay Inoue, at ang pangatlong judge ay nagbigay ng parehong score, kaya nauwi sa draw ang laban. Pero sa score ng karamihan, panalo si Mindoro. Sa inyo namang score sa laban, kung sino ba talaga ang nanalo, ilagay nyo na sa baba at isama nyo na rin ang inyong lugar para malaman natin saan na umabot ang suporta ng mga Pinoy sa laban ni Mindoro kontra MUNGUIA ngayong Hunyo 7, 2025 sa Amerika.
Lagi niyong sundan, huwag magpapahuli. Pag-usapan ni Bakbakan, balita niya at laban. Mga Pinoy na di nagpapagapi. Salamat sa mga suporta na lagi nandyan.